Alicia Kback, co-founder of VIP Ignite, and I'm here with the amazing classy Mike Trash. And I have to stop before I even go into this VIP Ignite podcast. I have to have your shirt. Like sarcasm. That's me all day. That is a.
This came from a psycho girlfriend.
Cool.
I'll always remember her because she was psycho, but I'll also remember her for this.
That is so fun. Okay, so holiday gift ideas. I need that shirt. Okay. Anyways, and maybe that's what drew you to VIP Ignite, the sarcasm, the hard knocks, the slapping people around with rhetoric. So tell me, classy Mike Trash, tell me a little bit about your background and maybe what kind of obstacles were you facing in your career? Like, I want to hear about like the struggles. I want to hear like the drama, the dirt. Like, what was it that you were trying to get into? And then why did you come to us? Go ahead.
Well, my story is a really strange story in that when I was growing up, my family told me I can't do it. I can't do anything. We didn't have running water till I was 14. We were really poor. When I was growing up, I early on knew I was going to be a musician. From the age of 5, I knew I was going to be a musician. And my parents said, "You're not going to do it. You're not good enough. You're not." And I had an older brother that said I wasn't good enough. All my life, I was told I wasn't good enough. At 16, I had a chance to go to college. And my parents said, "If you ever want to go to college, we'll pay for it." Well, when I was 16, I got the opportunity to go to college. And they said, "Nope, we're not going to pay for it. We don't have any money." So I had to figure a way to have money for college. I went to college. I lived in my van for 3 years.
I didn't even know any of this. Okay.
Oh, this is all the dirty stuff. I lived in a van for 3 years and I went to college. I found a way to pay for it on my own. And then I wanted to be in a band. I thought, well, this is it. I'm going to be in a band now. Well, I was told I couldn't do it. And I decided I was going to do it. And my first band was Gasm, Is It Live Or? That was a really good band. We had a good time. Then I had a lung surgery when I was 22, which took me out of the music world because I couldn't sing. And I didn't think I was going to get back in the music world. Then I was in Apathy, which was appropriately named for the band because everybody was apathetic except me. And I played in that band for a while, and then we got in all kinds of weird band stuff. And I left that band and started Mike Trash and the Barking Rats, which was actually, ironically, when people think of me, that's the band they think of. They don't think of Uncle Sam Band, which is the one I've done the most with. And I made a CD with them. And then my wife got sick, and I had to be careful how much time I was away from home. And I did pro wrestling for 12 years while she was sick. And that was a trying time in my life, but I still kept the band going. I kept the wrestling going. And then when the wrestling ended, I had a stroke in 2012, which made me back off the wrestling. And then my wife died in 2014. Well, then I started realizing I got to figure out what I'm going to do. My world's changed because my wife is no longer around. So then I decided to take the band more seriously. And I came to one of your events, I think in 2016 up in New York.
Okay.
And that guided me in a little bit. I wasn't ready to do it yet. I needed to figure out what path I was going to take. I was still working full time, still trying to find my way in the music and entertainment industry. And I retired in 2018 early, and decided I was going to make this entertainment thing all I can make it. Then my friend and bandmate of 37 years passed away in 2021. And my world shattered. I was really lost because he and I had played together and written so many songs. So you kept emailing me. Well, I kept getting emails from you.
From Alicia K back. Yeah.
Yes, all
Yeah.
the time I would get these, and I thought maybe I should give this a second thought because I don't have the band anymore. I don't have anything left. There's nothing left. And it was probably one of the best things that I've done because it's allowed me to get my head back together. It's allowed me to focus where I needed to focus. It allowed me to grow. And I never thought I'd be an actor. In college, I took acting and it lasted 3 days. I said, no, this is not for me. I can't do this.
Yeah.
And I learned that wrestling taught me a lot of the acting techniques, and I learned it by accident. And I got over the shyness of being in front of people talking. I could always sing in front of people, but talking in front of people is a
little bit different. Yeah.
little bit different. So through the wrestling, I was able to do that. And through VIP, I gained the confidence I need to go into acting further. And through some of the coaches, I mean, there's really good coaches in Galinsky and Finero and all the people that we've been brought forward to us. I really have learned a lot about myself, and I've learned a lot about acting and stuff that I didn't realize that I had it in me. And now I've got a passion for it. So I wrote a script a long time ago, long before I was ever, it was 2006 I wrote that script. And it gives me an opportunity to focus on that too, because the script has won, well, I shouldn't say the script, the trailer for the TV show has won 19 awards. And I took the last song that Ken and I wrote, which was Love is Love, and I put that in some film festivals. That's won 23 awards.
That's huge.
I'm an award-winning writer and songwriter, which is, I never really would have thought about that before this. So there's a lot of opportunities out there, and I've been going and I've been getting callbacks, a lot of callbacks lately,
Good.
and I'm very happy about that. In fact, I was originally supposed to, I did a self-tape for a movie that's coming out called Nanacoke, and it's about Nanacoke, Pennsylvania. And it was for a small role. I was supposed to be an elder Rotary person, and it had one line, and I did it, and I thought, okay, that's cool. Well, they wrote back and asked me to audition for a much bigger part.
Whoa.
Which is, I'm going to be doing the self-tape for that today. But it's really exciting that things are going I got to be in a movie last October where I was the villain. And
I saw those pictures. They scared me. I thought you were really injured when I saw those Instagrams. I was like, is he okay? Danine's like, no, it's for a movie.
And by the way, I want to say that another thing you don't know about, and I don't think I've announced it, since being with VIP, I can actually say that I am probably the happiest I've been since before my wife died.
That means so much. I'm not going to cry. I read online that I don't have feelings, but that makes me so happy. I always tell people, listen, anybody can have a dream, but you have to put forth the action. And our program is very proactive. You're gonna join, you're gonna have a tremendous community. Yeah, it's all about mindset. And you had mentioned working with Bobby Finaro, one of the actors, one of the series regulars from the hit show Sopranos on HBO. Then Galinsky, he sounds like a Seinfeld character, but Galinsky is 50 Cent's acting coach. So here you are, no real experience in this industry, always been told that you weren't good enough. And, the obstacles, the way you overcame college, you overcame getting into a band, all these things that everybody told you not to do. And then and I hate to sound negative, but kind of when life kind of went down a downward spiral, you said, I want to do something for me. And that means so much to us, especially. And I know that you probably got a million emails because I also get them. But the fact that you took a chance on you at any time when you were starting out on this journey, did you think, maybe this was a mistake? Or I'm so excited that I found a loving community, and you've made a lot of really good friends here at VIP. You
Well,
know, like
well,
you were
that's
like, you should be running for mayor if we had like some kind of community. It's like classy Mike Trash with your little top hat. Like I just imagine it, you know?
well, one thing I guess I didn't really impress upon you was that all my life I did things out of, I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
And now with this community I have, I do it because I want to do it and I want to be the best at what I do. And I don't have any anger behind me now. I have support, a support system. I never had a support system. The only people that ever supported me was Ken, my friend of 37 years, the musician, and my wife. And they're both gone. And so I now have a very good support system. I have people I can reach out to at any point. I could send you a message at any
You
point.
can.
And it's just nice to know that there's people out there that are pro Classy Mike Trash and
Yeah.
not anti, although I was a heel in wrestling business, there wasn't much pro there. But no, even the people in that, they would say, I hate Classy Mike Trash, but I like you, because they knew that there was a difference between the actor and the other thing. And then, so I'm really happy with my decision. I've learned a lot. I've met a lot of people, and the opportunities are plentiful, but you've got to go get them. And I mean, that's the hardest part is going out and doing the work and figuring out the right thing to do and getting yourself disciplined enough to do those self tapes. I do self tapes like crazy. I think I did 4 this weekend. I did one for JG Wentworth.
Okay.
And that one's funny. That one, you got to see that one. That one's pretty funny because they said,
Yeah.
they said, here's the script. You can have some creativity. They said, make it funny. And I did. There's a werewolf in my video. That's how I decided to do it.
Classy move, Mike Trash.
It's funny. It's really funny. And I played 2 roles. I played the dumb bill guy that didn't pay his bills. And I also played the werewolf. So
that's really cool.
It's funny.
That's crazy. That's a hairy situation. And it's funny that you were talking about some people hated your character, but they like you. I think I like sometimes, and I'm not trying to like, bring this about me, but I think that sometimes people fear me, but then they also love me. What were your first impressions about me when you first, because you met me once in New York, right? At one of our events.
Yeah.
But you weren't talent, or you came with, did you come with some of the WWE?
No, I just showed up, wanted to know more about the business, wanted to know about what you were offering. And at that point, I was only interested in music anyway.
Okay.
And I kind of looked at it and I said, well, okay, this is a possibility, but I couldn't commit because I was working full time. And now I don't work full time. I don't work at all. Well, I mean, I do lots of things.
Yeah.
But I don't get paid for anything at this point, except whatever I end up landing for auditions and stuff. And then I've got a new band that I started with last week. And that's going to be a big thing because this band is going to be loud and very good.
I can't wait. I know it's like heavy metal, right?
Well, yeah, it is, but we are doing some stuff that isn't heavy metal. But I've never seen me singing these kinds of music because my voice I didn't think was the right kind. But they love it. I'm doing AC/DC. I'm doing Gin Blossoms. I'm doing
cool.
I'm doing all these songs I never thought I'd be doing, but it's really fun. And I got my mojo back, I guess, because I thought I was done with music. I kept trying to start a band and I said, this is not working out. I can't do this anymore. And I gave it up and they came to me. They asked me to audition. So I said, okay, I'll do that. So,
so like when you came to one of our events, or did you come on one of our Zoom calls? What was it that you're like, I like her. I want to work with her. Was there anything that really stood out to you? And not me, but I mean, as the VIP Ignite team, like what really drew you to us?
because the honesty was there, and I believe that that was what really caught me, is that you're going to say it as it is, and that's
Sometimes
what
it gets
we
us
need.
into trouble, but
Well, the thing is, if you blow smoke, it's not going to do anybody any good.
no, not on this level. You
Yeah.
can't blow smoke, not when you're working with, top people in the industry. That doesn't work with them.
Well, but if you, yeah,
Yeah.
if you said, if I had no talent, which that's still up in the air, but if I had no talent and you said to me, I'm going to make you a star, nobody wins.
Those
And
words would never come out of my mouth. Yeah. You can make yourself a star, which you are.
yeah,
Every day you're showing up. You're now mentoring some of our talent. Like, people look up to you. You're
I had
now
two people contact me yesterday, and I haven't been on a lot of the calls because I've been busy with the other stuff.
self-tapes and yeah.
And one of them was at the LA thing, and we were talking. This is 2:00 in the morning. We were talking about things, and I said, "Well, are you coming to Orlando, or are you coming to Florida?" And she said, "When are you going to Florida?" And I said, "Or where?" I said, "Orlando." And apparently, she lives in Florida, and she doesn't know it. She needs to know about that. But
Yeah.
I mean, and then I had another one talk to me about things, and it's like, these people, I didn't even know their names, unfortunately, some of them, but they know me. And so I try to help anyone I can, because I just have always been like that. Even when I was doing things because of anger, I always tried to help other people, because that's what I do. So if I can help them, I do. And if I can't, I tell them, I can't help you, but this person might be able to.
That's
So
amazing. And I do want to add one thing, and I know this is a kind of touchy subject, but I really want to go over professionalism and reliability, because from the very first time, and I think Deneen had done your interview. It was a very horrible day, very traumatic. And anybody, like, I get, a little bit of allergies. I'm like, oh, I don't feel well. Your partner, 37 years passed, and you showed up
that day,
that day,
that day,
and you showed up on time, and you were ready for an interview.
I just told her it might be a rough one, but if she just could put that aside. But we talked, and we cried, and we talked some more, and then I said, okay, well, let's do this. Yeah, she goes, I'll reschedule you. I said, no, let's do it. I got to do it, because that's not going to change. His death is not going to change. My focus is going to change, but I asked her to. I said, look, I want to do this, but give me a month to get through this. She gave me a month, and then in January, boom, I signed up, because I promised I would. But yeah, I had a real rough patch, and I wasn't sure how I was going to get through it, but I feel that I did Ken good by putting our last song out there. This year, I might put another song we wrote out about suicide. Might put that into the film festivals and see how that does. But I don't know. I feel like I can't let Ken's memory die, and I'm going to put our songs out, because we had enough stuff for 3 albums. I'm going to put that out in his honor, because he was the guy that drove that so hard. I wrote the lyrics, he wrote the music, and I hope this new band is good enough to help me do this. So
That's awesome.
It'll be good stuff, because some of the songs they're all songs about life, and the TV show uses our music, because each song is an episode of the TV show, and you get to actually live each song. So the hardest one is going to be the one I write about him. So yeah.
You need to journal all this. You need to journal all this, because I tell you what, your story, probably there's so many other people that need to hear your story, because I'm sure people suffer in silence. And I'm so proud of you, your growth, and your leadership skills on our calls, and you're always the first one to type in answers. And it's easier for me because I can sit back when I know you're on like a coaching call with any of our esteemed professionals. I know that you're on the call and you're gonna have questions ready, and I thank you and love you so much, and I'm so proud of you, and I know everybody's just rooting for you. You're doing it.
I'm looking forward to so much with the VIP. I'm looking forward to all the places we go, and I got my passport. I got my passport.
Oh, good.
It took me forever, but I got it, and it's
Good.
happy, and I'm ready to go on these trips that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Nothing can hold me back now.
Yeah. It's like that song, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody's gonna slow me down. Oh no. But obviously I'm not gonna get into music, so don't even think about it. But let me ask you a question. You went out to Hollywood with us. You've been to what other events? New York, right?
Been to everything last year.
Everything. What is it like meeting these types of individuals live versus Zoom? Do you get nervous? Do you get excited? I mean, you're live face to face. So I really want to stress this to you guys, no matter how much money and time you spend on perfecting your skill and getting your photos done and joining every website under the sun, there's something really special about VIP Ignite. And I'm not just saying this because it's ours, but sitting down face to face with top agents and casting directors, actors from hit TV shows. What is that like for you?
It's a little intimidating because, I mean, it's good we have the Zoom calls because we have something to reference. But when you meet these people that have these people on these hit shows and stuff like that, it's crazy because I gotta say I was a little starstruck the first time, but now I analyzed everything I did wrong, and next time I'm going to be even better. So I was mad at myself for Hollywood because I had so much going on in Hollywood, and I feel I could have done better, but
it just wasn't your time. And again, and I really want to stress this to you, don't beat yourself up, because I will beat you up for beating yourself up. But sometimes, like when people go to the event, and I always laugh when people come to me like, oh, woe is me, I call it the Eeyore syndrome. I'm like, well, did you do the best you could, and did you learn anything? Because now you're part of our inner circle. You're gonna keep going and meeting new people, and every day you're tweaking, you're perfecting Classy Mike Trash. I mean, the name says it all, sir.
It's funny because I was introduced to a guy last night who was some music guy.
Yeah.
He asked me who I was, and I said Classy Mike Trash. He said, "What? Classy?" I said, "Just call me Trash." But the other guys were calling me Classy Mike. The band was calling me Classy Mike. And it was just funny because it's just a different world out there. And the reason I have to be classy is that people have stolen my name and put it on Facebook. There are so many Mike Trashes now, and other band members, other bands. One guy in New York and one guy in Chicago is now Mike Trash. I want to set myself apart from them because they're stealing my name, first off.
Yeah.
And second off, I need to make a difference between Mike Trash and Classy Mike Trash, because I don't want people to confuse me with them.
Yeah. And especially with all the film festivals you're winning and the TV show and the soundtracks. Listen, there are impersonators and there are doers, and you are a doer, my friend. You know what I mean? So I'm so proud of you. We are out of time for today, but I thank you so much. And I'm like, when am I going to see you next? Orlando, I hope.
Yes.
Okay, good.
We'll see.
Good. And you're part of the inner circle. So here at VIP Ignite, we're working on some really cool stuff behind the scenes, and things we'll only share with the inner circle. So I love you, and congratulations on all your success. And I can't wait to hug you in the next couple of months. And just keep tagging us and stuff. I'm so proud of you. And thank you so much for mentoring our talent. You make us look good. So thank you so much, because you're only as good as your people.
I got some good people, and I'm very happy with you guys. And I think that the best thing is yet to come.
Yeah, with no sarcasm in that statement at all.
Oh, not at all.
All right. Well, I love you.
I'll see if I can find you one of these.
Yeah, find me one. I'll send you some money. But that shirt is because like I think that when people like come on my calls, I think they secretly want to hate me. Maybe they do, but after I'm done like talking, and I'm gonna slap people around with my rhetoric because I love this business and I'm very passionate, and obviously like we kind of know what we're doing. The system works, but you gotta be able to go with the flow. And sarcasm, I mean, anybody can sell anything, pictures or classes or websites, that's sweet. But when it comes to face-to-face networking, we've got to be very picky about who we put in front of those types of people. And I thank you because, again, you come off classy. People love you, and I respect you so much, and I thank you. And you've definitely, I don't want to say you were dealt a bad hand by any means, but you've pushed that rock up the mountain. And anytime somebody told you no, you're like, I'm going for it, all in. And I noticed that about you. You jump off a bridge and you build a plan on the way down. When you commit hard. You know what I mean? And when you show up, you're always ready. And anytime there's a challenge that we do, or again, working with casting directors or acting coaches or anybody, you're always the first one to have everything ready. And I thank you, because I think you being who you are, it kind of like, oh crap, I better get up to, classy Mike Trash, because you're setting the bar, you're setting the standard, and it's pretty high there, sir.
One quick story.
What?
The new band I'm in has 7 people, and a female singer. She was the female singer was originally the singer.
Okay.
And I got there the first week, they didn't know who I was. I just was listening, and I was just a friend. And then I got up and sang one song. And then I did Enter Sandman. And they still didn't know who I was. They still, the next week, they introduced me as the new lead singer. And this girl is also a lead singer, but she stepped up her game big time.
Setting the bar high. Yeah.
I set the bar real high, and she
Rose up.
really, really well the second time. Last night she wasn't there, so I got to sing all of her songs. So she better watch out. I mean, I don't want to take her spot, but it's not my choice. This is the first band that I wasn't the leader in. I'm actually just a member of this band. That's cool. Kind of cool, because I don't have to do the weird stuff. So
but let me just piggyback that very quickly. You saying that you set the bar high, and now she's increased, as far as let's just say production value. Anytime you are working with classic Mike Trash, guys, he's going to take your career to a higher level, because he is going to display. So now people have to rise up to the occasion. So I thank you so much. And
like in the movie that I was just in, Winder, if you don't step up to the plate, I'm going to stab you in the eye with a pencil.
I've seen your pictures, and now I'm going to have PTSD from that. I'll send you the bill. All right, Mike Trash, I love you so much. Thank you.
I will talk to you later on.
Okay.
Bye.
And make sure you tag me in all the stuff that you're working on, so I can keep up, especially with the music stuff. That's pretty cool.
I was listening to the songs that we did just last night. It's distorted because of my phone can't take that kind of sound. But I have my new recorder, so I'll try to record some stuff for next week, or from next week's practice
and send me one of those self-tapes so I can see.
I'll show you. I'll send you the JG Wentworth.
Okay, good. JG Wentworth. Call one. I don't even. I know the commercial because I see it.
I don't know, but it's funny. You'll laugh.
That's so funny. That's so funny. I will laugh. All right, sending you lots of love. I'll see you soon. Yeah. All right, so proud of you. Bye.
Bye.